because our defense can hold them because they're really outside the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A play fake for Swift, now gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Gone. Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of it first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Delay of game, Austin. A penalty is declined.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, it's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. Game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Third and long. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Why you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards? They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They snap it to Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And again back to Kmet. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. It's Fields on the move, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out. On the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after he throws it, he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it has hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's gone. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a first down throw. Gone. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. After the interception, here's Gall. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, 26 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Off play action, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him up running. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we have come to halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
Fields in right around the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy 1st half. I mean, Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the 1st half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bungle.
another try after the first down sack. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that
your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. To the air right away is Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Dumps it off to Fournette. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Try to throw the out route, and he completes it to Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't it? The football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyle Rudolph from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point put through by Sucker. And this is now a 1-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down at Stafford. Steps away to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stafford. Over the, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He starts with a give to Akers, and that's to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's bumped it before he can get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. Changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll run it here with Bernard. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted. intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A big seam, and he might. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. 30. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing after the interception. Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action, now it's Brady. He's going to let it go again. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 60 yards. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that is caught for the 2 points. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. First and 10, Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. They'll set up this. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Fantastic field possession has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackling position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
On first down, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory.
And any running play this called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Play action, now Wentz. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. On play action, Wentz. Being chased out left. Thomas brings it in. And he is...
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the doje, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they copy out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket.
What's up, y'all?
Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drought. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools. I can swim in my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies attracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady.
Alright, next up, let's get your team, player.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
The record breakers. All right, y'all, let's stack your lineup with some X factors. I wouldn't pass him the chance to select DeForest Buckner either. You know, like I know, enough said.
Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
You probably already know this, but Nick Chubb can catch it too. Keep him guessing.
In the dark, and I keep getting stronger.
Welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it.
Let's go, fundamentals. Record breakers.
Swim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the put me in the game.
Listen up. You get one drive at your own 25, but you can't kick. Tug of war is for ties only. Show Trey Mo that you're a superstar too. It's the first play of the game. Are you going to play it safe or take a big risk to see if you catch the defense off guard? Now Rodgers, rolling right. Throws to the right, complete.
Look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, it's the way I'm feeling. I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it. So
I can see you trying to trick play after that last game. And if it don't work, you still got 2 down to get a first. Now Ron. He's going to air it out. I see you don't like to waste time. You trying to KO him early. Superstars KO is the name for a reason. The fans want to see you knock somebody out. From the gun, inside handoff. You really don't want any negative plays, but it could have been worse. On second down, here's Rodgers. Going for the home run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, record breakers. Gonna try and throw for it. He'll get in the end zone. That gives them an 8-point lead. Get your X-Factor players involved and go run it up. Exactly what the people came to see. First run, Saquon Barkley. I see you just don't care about what they're trying to do. You got other plans. Make them try again.
Do that again, and this game is going to slip away. The end zone is the other way. On second down, here's Rodgers. Slide right. He's going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Sat down by DeForest Buckner, but after a solid pickup on the play. Record breakers bring in extra DBs to make him think twice about passing. Rodgers is throwing on third. He finds a man in the crossing route. They bring him down, but that's a very nice game. And he's hit behind the line for a loss. Defense was ready for that. They definitely won that first down battle. On second down, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. Brought down after a nice game. Here's Rodgers, 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now they're knocking on the door of the red zone. Ball security is the highest priority in the red zone. Don't waste the effort to get here and turn it over. From the red zone, Rodgers. It's Quan Solo throwing for the running back, and he's got him complete. He's brought down right at the 8-yard line. Safeties get teed up down here because the back of the end zone is like an extra defender. You gotta watch that. Now Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for a fundamental touchdown. Looking to maybe throw it here. And he'll get in to tie this game. It's tug of war time, and we've got something a little bit different for y'all. The end zones are going to get bigger after both teams run a play. Score first, and you're moving on. First run, Nick Chubb. Save that play for the backyard. It's not cutting it here. Easy stop at the line. Rodgers looking to throw it here at midfield. And the first catch for Juju Smith-Schuster. Going with some play action here. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. Now Rodgers. Going right was the wrong call there. Pass ball's incomplete. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Jalen Ramsey clocking in. Just in time for the INT. Jalen Ramsey with the... Now Rodgers. And Barkley is into the end zone for a fundamentals touchdown. Record breaker. Just come on back and start a new track.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the Inner Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And this one is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the stop here will call at the 38-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here we go. 11 MP take. 11 MP take.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 46 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he...
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown, me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data saying anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A gain of 3, second down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
11 MP pace. 11 MP pace.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Again, that's Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On one, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go, here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Gun. Start. 11 empty. Take. 11 start.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Stop.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 Thomas.
Burrow on play action. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 32 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They go play action with Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Burrow. He's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole. All
touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Bengals drive about to get going. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Well, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned...
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5. That was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied. Time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like, hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad. Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, got a jet cause the boat even ate. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. For every Ablo project, you ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip, I'm rude a little bit.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Burrow will throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's a run with Mostert, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Bengals have come back to make it a 2-point game. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a look.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 8-6 the score after 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. The big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only a scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This is caught. Is he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Second down, here's Mostert again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's chillin' the space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Another run here with Dobbins. tackle for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and the Pop will have to punt it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Flushed out right.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 30 yards. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, when I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Now Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Real quick.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
11.
Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
11 MP,
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
11-90.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now Burrow. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers with a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10. Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.